Hey guys, it's Julie Dank. Thank you much. What? Okay. Hey guys, it's Julie Dank. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little kind of get ready with me style video. I wanted to just show how I use my products that I showed in my What's in My Makeup Bag Study Abroad edition. This is kind of like my everyday makeup look, I guess an everyday makeup tutorial. I just wanted to show you how I use those products on a daily basis. I don't do my makeup every day, but I do it most days because I'm always just like out and about doing things and going to school and all that. So if I do my makeup, this is usually how it looks. So it's a nice glowy look, a light lip, you know, just natural brows, and I don't do any eyeliner or lashes or anything, just mascara. This is just like an everyday simple look that real people wear. Oh my god, I feel like so many people on YouTube, like you just think that everybody wears fake lashes all the time. No, we wear mascara. Yeah, so sorry if the lighting is a little weird in this. It's rainy, so there's clouds, but it's the best that I could do. But yeah, so if you want to see this video and you're interested in seeing my everyday makeup look using the products I brought with me here to Rome, Italy, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm first going to start out with using some primers. So I have the Professional Primer and the Becca First Light Priming Filter Primer. I'm going to use both of these. This is for filling in my pores, and this is for just brightening my complexion. So I just kind of put this everywhere. I mean, I guess I don't need two primers, but this is just kind of like what I like to do. I don't know. This one I only use like right here on the tops of my cheeks by my nose, and then onto my nose, and then right here. And then I bring it up onto the middle, like between my brows and my forehead, and then I put a little bit on my chin. My pores aren't too bad, but nonetheless, they're there. Okay, so then I have two like base products that I kind of switch between. The Kiko Unlimited Foundation and the It Cosmetics CC Cream. This is just if I want some more coverage. Sometimes I'll mix the two together, but usually I kind of wear them separately. For today, since I'm filming, I'm just gonna use the Kiko Unlimited Foundation. I've heard like really mixed reviews about this foundation. If you don't have Kiko where you live, it's like a really popular makeup brand here. It's kind of similar to NYX if you live in the States. It's just like a very like full, well, it's a relatively full coverage foundation. It has SPF 15 and I'm in the color Warm Beige 30. I was color matched when I went into the Kiko store. I had read reviews about it online. Like I was looking up best Kiko foundations because I wanted something a little more full coverage because my CC cream was kind of like light in coverage, and I found this one and it had like mixed reviews, but some of them were good, so I was like, you know what, let me just try it out. So I went to the store and I got color matched, but I feel like she kind of chose a color that was a little too dark for me, but I mean it's okay because I just blended onto my neck. But it's a little bit dark. I hope the lighting is good for this. I'm just using my window. Maybe I'll turn on this lamp. Does that help? I don't think so. That's what kind of sucks about like trying to film videos here, is that like I don't have any control over the lighting because I can't have like lighting here. And it's kind of rainy, so it's a little cloudy, but hopefully this doesn't look too bad. Okay, now after I'm done my foundation, I just go right into concealer. So I have two of the Tarte Shape Tape concealers. I have light and fair, and light is usually what I use for like highlighting all over my face, and then because my under eye circles are kind of dark, I use a little bit of fair right in the very inner corner, just to brighten things up a bit. So I start out with like doing a little like triangular kind of shape, and then I bring it down the side of my nose, and then I do the same thing on the other side, and then I bring a little bit down the center of my nose, some onto my forehead, and then my chin, and then I just use my Tarte, what's it called? It's not a beauty blender, my Tarte sponge, I don't know. I use that to blend it out. This sponge I got from, when you buy the Shape Tape Concealer from QVC, they include this sponge with it. So whenever I buy the concealer, I get a new sponge, which is actually like super nice to have because, I don't know, like I feel like my sponges are always like falling apart. I don't know about you guys, but I can never like have a sponge for too long. I need the sun to come back. It has been raining in Rome all weekend. Absolutely horrible. I need the sun to come back. I feel like when it's raining here, I don't know what to do with myself because we kind of have to walk everywhere. Like for instance, I walk like 35 minutes to school every day. Well, every school day. So if we can't like do things outside, it's really hard to figure out what to do. So yesterday we just like went to sushi and then bought a bunch of wine, drank wine and watched Full House. Like what else do we do? Okay, so after that's all blended, my under eyes are looking fairly bright, I think. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the fair shade just to the very inner corner, just to make sure I've kind of gotten that purpliness out. And as I mentioned in my my what's in my makeup bag video, I did bring that Becca corrector, but I don't use that every day. Like this is like what I do every day. I switch up between the CC cream and the foundation, and then everything else, that's what I do. Actually, I don't wear makeup every day. This is every day, like as in if I do my makeup. But that color correcting pot, the it's like orangey tone to get rid of the purple tones under your eyes, I don't use that every day. If my eyes are looking like especially purple, I'll use that. But also if I'm just doing something more like trying to be more flawless, I guess, then I will use that one. So then after that, I'll go around and conceal any blemishes I have with the Almay Clear Complexion Concealer. And this just has some like acne medication kind of in it. So I use that just to put on like active breakouts, just cause, I don't know, makes me feel a little bit better using that than another kind of concealer. See, this is what I'm saying, like I really don't think this is my color. I don't know why she thought it was my color. Every time I get color matched at any store, I feel like they never get it right. Like, can we start teaching our salespeople to better color match, thanks? Or just put better lighting into these stores. Like I feel like you go into Sephora and the lighting is literally so bad, and wouldn't that be so important for like getting makeup? I don't know. So then I have the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, and this is the illuminating formula, and I just use this fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk and I load it up with powder, and I just set my under eyes with that. I don't have any translucent powder with me here. If I did, that's what I would be using. I just figured it would be kind of messy for traveling, and I definitely could see that being a problem. I really wish I had like a translucent powder though. But I mean, this works. Then I take my big fluffy IT Cosmetics brush. I don't know what you would call this. Just like a powder brush. And I powder the rest of my face because I am gonna be putting on bronzer and blush, and it's very important to powder before you do that so that the powders that are pigmented don't cling to your foundation or concealer, because then they'll be really patchy. And then I move on to my Tarte Off the Cuff palette, and I dip into the Park Avenue Princess bronzer. First I start off with just kind of bronzing my face, and then I add a little bit of contour. And I use this duo fiber brush because it diffuses the pigment of the powder really nicely. So I just kind of put that along my temples and the sides of my cheeks, and then I bring that along my jawline. Sorry, it's like clacking on my earrings. Aren't these cute? They will be featured in my upcoming haul. Ooh. Yeah, I'm doing a collective haul of all the things that I've got in Rome so far. I'm gonna film that after this, so keep your eyes out. I bring that along my chin because I try to like emulate an actual tan. And then dust that on my nose. And then to add some definition, I go in with an angled brush. This is just like a Target brand, like the Up and Up brand. And I go right in that cheekbone area. Also, if I'm looking down, it's, or looking at the viewfinder, it's just so I can see what I'm doing. I have a mirror over here, which I cracked the other day. I was trying to open my window. Wow, this is going really orange. What is this lighting? I swear I'm not orange. Wow. Why is this going so orange? Guys, I'm not orange. What the heck?
I don't know what's happening.
But yeah, I cracked my mirror. It fell when I was trying to open my window, and now there's one big crack in it, and I'm really nervous I'm gonna have 7 years of bad luck now. I don't like fully contour my nose. If I do, I use just like a fluffy eyeshadow brush, kind of like a MAC 217, like that kind of shape, but like a little like less dense. But usually I just kind of like dust a bit on my nose. I know that's not right. And then for blush, I'll either use one of these colors depending on how I'm feeling, or I'll usually use my mini NARS Orgasm blush. So I just dip into here and I dust that along my cheekbones. I like a very like pigmented cheek. Not too pigmented, but I like to look rosy because that's how I naturally look. Like I have rosacea, so I'm just like a very like pinky rosy kind of person. So when I like wear foundation, I like to kind of bring that warmth back to my cheeks because I feel like then it looks like natural for me because that's how my actual cheeks are. All right, so then I'll go in and do my brows, and I'm using the It Cosmetics Brow Power, and it's in Universal Taupe. And I usually start by just kind of feathering it through at the front, kind of like towards the bottom of my brow. And then I use like little upward strokes at the very front just to feather it and keep it light. That's like the #1 mistake I see when people are trying to perfect their brows, is that they have a very strong and stark, like just unblended front of their brow. And I guess they just like want like a strong brow, but you can have a strong brow without, you know, having like it like a box at the front, at the like very front of your brow, because I feel like that is what gives it the very drawn on and unnatural look. All right, so that's just the one brow, and then I just kind of brush it upward. So you see what a difference that makes? Wow. And then I use some of that e.l.f. brow gel, and I just brush it upwards to lock it in place and also give it a feathery effect. And that is my completed brow. I'm gonna go do the next one off camera, and then I'll check back in with you guys. All right, almost forgot highlighter. What the heck? I use 2 things to highlight. I have 3 things. It kind of depends on what I'm feeling. Usually I'll start with this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Slim Light, and I'll just do that on my Cupid's bow because it's like really slim and it makes it easy to do that. And then I'll kind of like rub that on my index or my middle finger and pat that on my nose, and that kind of like adds like a really light highlight. So I'll either just keep that, or I'll use that as like a base for my other highlight. Actually, like I'll use just this on like the center of my face, but then on my cheekbones, a lot of times I'll use this as the base and then put another one on top. So then I just use this like kind of fluffy, smaller brush to highlight my cheekbones. And this is also that like Target Up and Up brand. Just something that's like a little bit smaller so I can kind of like be more precise with where I'm highlighting. So I just do that on the tops of my cheekbones and then bring it a little bit above my eyebrow. And then a lot of times I'll just put that right inside like my inner corner. And the highlighter I'm using is the Laura Geller Rose Glow. It's their baked like gelato illuminator, which how fitting is that for Italy? Speaking of, the other day, I found a gelato place with gluten-free cones. How amazing is that?
Absolutely fantastic, I would say.
So then for my eyes, I put some of the concealer on my eyelids. So that's kind of like a primer. I usually don't like use an eyeshadow primer on the daily. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I probably should, but I just kind of don't need like a very primed eye. If I'm going out, I will prime my eyes before I do my eyeshadow, but usually it's like I put a little bit of concealer on and then I just add a light beige or light white color onto my eyelids, just with my index finger or my middle finger, and I'm using the color Meow from the Man Eater palette from Tarte. So I just kind of dust that all over my eyelids and then like underneath my brow. And then I will go in with the color Purr. Usually that's like my favorite transition shade, and it adds like really nice definition. And then I use my MAC 2117 and I just work that into the crease and kind of like the outer corner. It's actually kind of dark to be a transition shade, like it's really just like a nice matte crease shade, but it works really well. And these shadows blend really nicely, which is super helpful because I don't have like everything in my makeup collection with me here. Like I just have a concentrated amount of products. So having a shadow that like didn't blend well would be really frustrating, especially because I don't like have products that I could like fix that with, you know what I mean? And then I'm just using a light fluffy brush that doesn't have much product on it and just diffusing that. I do very, very simple eyeshadow on the daily. Like I really don't do much at all. Sometimes I just don't wear any. Like I said, like sometimes I just don't wear makeup. So then after that, I just add this Foxy shimmery shade onto my eyelid and just kind of dust that all over. Like I said, I do very, very simple eyes on the daily. Just something that like adds definition and makes your eyes pop, but isn't high maintenance or anything. It's like very quick. Also, makeup here tends to be very simple. Like the Italian women here wear very simple makeup. So I don't feel like I need to do anything crazy, you know? And then I don't do this every day, but it is actually a frequent step that I do with my eyeshadow. I take this angled fluffy eyeshadow brush and the color, I think that's a Hypocrite. I'm not sure. It's kind of rubbing off because I use this every day since it's my only palette here. It's a little bit more red toned and a little bit shimmery. So I just put that on like the very outer corner of my eye and it just blends really nicely into that Purr shade that we put down, because they're really similar in their undertones. So they just blend really nicely together, but it adds like that extra bit of definition that is really nice because I don't really wear eyeliner very often. I only wear eyeliner if I'm like going out at night, and when I do that, it's like a very simple winged eyeliner, but I can't be bothered to do my eyeliner. I don't know why. So I just kind of put that in a little V shape on the outer corner, and I blend that down under my eyes, and then that's it. All right, we're almost done. Then I just pop on some mascara. I've been using the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational. This is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. I absolutely love this one. And I go pretty hard on the mascara because I don't do eyeliner, as I said. I really just like my lashes to pop. And I would much rather have like my eyelashes standing out than to have a wing. And also like I feel like wings are so tricky. Like I mean, I'm pretty good at them, like I can do them decent, and I used to wear wings all the time. So there was a period of time when I was like really good at them and I would wear them like all the time, but I just feel like I go for a much more simple look now that I don't know, I just like don't wear them as much. So maybe I'm out of practice. But I always feel like whenever I try and do like a very like low-key wing, it ends up being some big wing because I just keep messing up and then I just keep adding more, and you guys know how that goes. And like this mascara just does such a good job. I don't feel like I need much else. It probably isn't showing up well on camera, but This mascara really like separates your lashes and adds like so much length and volume. I love Maybelline mascaras. Like I seriously feel like of the drugstore, they do the best mascaras. And I don't even like ever feel the need to buy a high-end mascara. Because mascara is one of those things that it runs out so quick. Like you can only have it for like, what, 3 months or something? And then it's like kind of expired and it's dried out. Like, I don't know. I wear mascara almost every day. So that's one of those products that like I run through quickly. So to have a high-end mascara, I don't know. Meanwhile, I have the Tarte Man-Eater sitting right here. But as I said in my what's in my makeup bag video, that my sister got from the QVC sample sale. So it's a little bit different. Like I don't really spend much money on makeup. Like if I have nice makeup, yeah, I either made the investment or I got it from QVC. I'm gonna finish up the mascara on my other eye and then I will be right back. All right, now the eyes are done and finally we just have lips. So if I line my lips, which honestly, I don't do that often, only because I usually can't find my lip liner. Like it just gets lost. I don't know how it happens, but I will usually use the Tawny Jordana lip liner. So I'm just gonna use that today because actually I found it and I want to use it. And I just fill in with it because a lot of times I actually just use this as the lip color itself and then I just put a balm over top of it. So then I use the Je ne sais quoi from, well, the Je ne sais quoi Rose from It Cosmetics. And pop that over top. And then I have a nice glowy and fresh makeup look. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe down below if you want to see more beauty and fashion and lifestyle related videos. I just put up my travel vlogs from Florence, so if you're interested in seeing those, definitely go check those out. I'll link them in the description below. I also did my travel vlogs from Venice, so those are up there too. More travel vlogs are coming in the future. I'm gonna be going to some places in France and other places in Italy as well, which is super exciting. And I'm gonna be going to Greece. I literally can't wait. Oh my God. I'm gonna be living my Lena Kala Goddess life. Anyway, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.